Alrighty, thank you again for joining me. I appreciate it here. We're going to do another unboxing, this time of the 2025 DC HeroClix Starter Set. Thank you so much if you've been watching my previous videos, liking and subscribing. It really has helped me, really keeps me motivated. And I would appreciate again the same thing here. Any comments, positive or negative, please let me know what's going on. If you want me to do something differently, better, or different, if you want me to clean my desk. I try to get the cat here, but she's sleeping right now, so no cat in this video probably, unless she wakes up and decides to jump up here, which she does sometimes. So without further ado, I'm sorry, let's get right to this. Okay, so we do have the new starter set. Includes 4 all new pieces, miniatures. You've got learn to play, join the community. On the back, it shows what we've got. We've got Batman, Blue Beetle, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and a map, maybe some dice, tokens. Not a bad value for the price. And also you get, and I don't have them out here right now, but you do. Most stores are offering a Joker Goon. It's from the bag of Joker Goons with the purchase, so that always makes it nice. It's a little extra that they get when they buy a certain amount of boosters or starter sets. I'm sorry, then they get that. So, all right, we're going to go through what we got here. First off, the figures. There is a little thing holding Batman in here, so let's get that off. Yes, quality entertainment here. All right, so pull the figures out. I'll show you one by one, and then we'll go over their cards. Sculpts are always great in these sets, especially for new players to be able to get sculpts that you would normally only find on like a super rare or a chase. Here's Batman throwing his batarangs. You see the batarangs there. Really dynamic sculpt. Not like some of these waiting for the bus sculpts we've been seeing recently. But that's a great sculpt on him there. We also then have Blue Beetle, and unless you're lucky enough to pull a prime, some people aren't even, seeing a Blue Beetle, so that makes him nice here. Big ol' sword. And really dynamic sculpts. We have Wonder Woman twirling her lasso of truth. And last and certainly not least in this set, we have Superman flying and carrying this big old steel beam, and he's gonna like smack you with. Yeah, there's a lot of discussion on him recently. There are a couple things that'll make him maybe a little broken, but we'll find out. But let me get to it right now. What I'm going to do here is lay this down flat, like this. Oh, sorry, lay it this way. I apologize. Really rehearsed this in advance, didn't I? And we'll put the figures on top so you can see what they look like while we're doing the video. All right, you do get terrain markers in this. Again, so it's a great way for new players to start. There are some bystanders that come with it. There has already been a Errata on the Darkseid one. I think it's a keyword or something, but yeah. So we have a civilian, we have another civilian, a parademon, another civilian, Darkseid, and I think they changed into a couple other things here. These are the basic terrain markers that come with it. Basic, even if you want to use action tokens, they're here. And then on this side we have parademons and yet another Darkseid. So that'll be for maybe some of the stuff that's in here. They do have point costs on here, which is different usually than some of these that they have in here. But they don't have a set number, so I don't believe these will be legal. Since it's starter set stuff, it won't be legal in regular games, but I'll find out more about that later. All right, then you get dice, cards, a rule book, a map. It's like the old starter kits. We used to get a bunch of stuff with it, which is nice. Price is a little more than the old starters, but we are getting some decent figures in here and themed dice as opposed to just generic little tiny dice. These, of course, are Batman themed. And symbol. We get the powers and ability card. One of those. We get the starter set rules. And scenarios. So there's scenarios in here as well as rules. That's what the bystanders are for. So again, a way to learn and get more and more complex as you go. And then a map. Now, you get Cord Industries Lot Outdoor, and that's it. It's blank on the other side. But this one is at least a full-size map, unlike the last one, which was an 8 by 16. This is a 16 by 16. I'm sure Clay already has it up on HC Units. So great place to look, hcunits.net, for all of your HeroClix card and team building needs. This is not sponsored by Clay, but I wouldn't be upset if he did want to sponsor me. All right, so we have Wonder Woman, and all these, just like the previous sets, have an A and B card. But, you know, again, we're showing not like some of the other figures that had A and B dials. These actually have the same dial, but just with powers. So two kinds of special powers, either trickier or basic ones. So you have the more basic card here. In this case, the Lasso's Incapacitate. When Wonder Woman gives an opposing character an action token, modify that character's defense -1 to the next turn. And that's, again, for 50 points. If you want the more advanced one, she's 75. And then adjacent friendly characters modify defense +1 as a trait. And then her power is when Wonder Woman damages an opposing character after resolutions, give them an action token. So she doesn't have to use just incap to do it. She can actually damage them to do it. And again, I'm guarantee you all of these are up on HC Units right now. So the next one we're going to go through here is, let's go through the Blue Beetle. All right. A card. Probability control. When Blue Beetle uses it to reroll an attack, he may choose to reroll a single die in that roll. The other die remains the same. And that's on the top of his powers here on his basic card. His advanced card, he gets two traits, or I'm sorry, a trait. Once per game, when Blue Beetle would take 3 or more damage, you may choose he takes no damage instead. And then his damage power is exploit weakness and probability control. Once per turn, Blue Beetle may reroll a single die, including a single die in an attack roll. Okay. And then we've got Batman. He has Outwit. When Batman uses it, he may choose an additional power the target can't use until your next turn. So double Outwit, 50-point Batman. His advanced card gives him a trait, Perplex. Free place Batman in a square of hindering terrain within range and line of fire. And he does have a 4 range. And then his damage power here is Outwit. When Batman uses it after resolutions, give the target an action token. So both of the Outwits here are really good on his cards. Now we're going to get to the Superman here. All right, so Superman, well, spoiler, that was his B card. His A card is faster than a speeding bullet. When Superman moves after resolutions, he may make an attack either close or range. So just the basic one here, so he can move 8 and then so it's like an 8 running shot with 5 range. Or any other time he can move if he moves any other way, which we'll get to on the next card with his other trait. And then now, all right, here's the broken card. Man of Steel, super strength. If Superman can't, super strength, Superman can't be knocked back and can reduce penetrating damage. And he has a rollout for the damage. Then we go to his power here. More powerful than a locomotive. Flurry. When Superman moves after resolutions, he may make a range attack or use Flurry as free. So, you can make it an 8 move running shot. You can, down here where he has charge, you can charge, Flurry again, there's lots of ways to make him do a couple other things. He does have the course of Superman where he sees through hindering, but here's the key. Okay, so when he moves after resolutions, he may make a range attack or use Flurry as free. Now, if we go to one of our favorite pieces of equipment here, and we give Superman a motorcycle, and we put it there on click number, I believe it's, we'll double check on the back here, but I think it's click 3, or what? Peel out. Peel out is on click 3, yep. Peel out. He ignores characters for movement, so he's not going to get locked down. And you can free move up to 1. So we can go up to somebody, flurry him, and then decide to flurry him again. He can just actually move 1 for free, just and then he ignores characters for it, free, move up to 1 square, and then make that second flurry attack. Or he can move out of adjacency if he needs to, so he can make a range attack. So you get 4 attacks out of him in a turn here. Pretty fun. Sorry about the ding there. I thought I muted everything, but it obviously didn't. But anyway, this is the new set, the new starter set. An excellent way for somebody to get started in the game, especially if they're a new player and they love DC. We will be getting a Marvel set as well. As soon as I get that, I'll be doing some, of course, videos on that. Again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate this. And again, comment, like, subscribe. It all helps. Thank you so much.